Right, so all the wool is clean and dry, spun. This one's not entirely all the way dry yet, but these three are. We need to get these measured and then put into balls. I didn't get out the knitting needles I need yet either, so we'll have to do a little bit of that. Sorting through some knitting needles at some point. Okay, first thing we need to do is get these balled. We're going to use our ball winder. Doesn't quite fit on the desk though, so this is always a struggle of I don't know where to mount my ball winder. Where do I mount this? I mean, I can try it again. I wonder if I could mount it sideways. If that would work. Because I could try mounting my other clamp. Where's that clamp? Try mounting this and then mounting it to that. I've never tried it. Never tried mounting a mount to a mount. But I feel like it's not a good idea. But let's see. We'll try it. I mean, I can just do what I normally do and mount it to my block and sit on it. That's what I normally do. It's not very ladylike, but I think this is what we're going to have to do. And I'll move it so that you can see what's happening here. So I have my Swift, and I'm going to put my yarn on the Swift, and then we're going to mount the ball winder to this bar. So we have to measure these real quick. We have Mrs. Keys, Gigi, I'm getting first. So we're going to count the wraps and we're going to measure the length. To measure the length, we're just going to wrap a string around. Then we're going to trim that and measure it after. So ball 1. And I already know that, actually this is ball 3. Ball 1 had 88 wraps. Ball 2 had 77 wraps. This one has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. I think I messed up counting. I gotta start over. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 47, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 69 wraps. Okay, so now that I know how many wraps there are and how big a round it's going to be, we're going to cut our skein ties. And then we'll put the swift on the floor. And this is actually skein 4. 4. Okay, and here's the beginning. That's on the inside. That's on the outside. Okay, so we're going to put the swift on the floor. And it's going to turn while we wind. You wound some yarn earlier from some half skeins. I love winding yarn. That one. This one here is skein ball 3. You have the same winder? My Swift was homemade by my dad. So I need to count the wraps on this one too, as well as measure it. Let's give it a measure. Well, you might say I'm crafty like him. So let's count the wraps on this one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 87. Okay, 87 wraps. Now we'll cut the skein ties. And then where's the beginning and end? There it is. Okay. I did not eat. Oh wait, I had a snack. Yes, I did. I had a snack. We're gonna eat dinner late, so I had a snack. Okay, and these ones I already know how many wraps, but I do need to do a measure of them. Yes, that is correct. It's just to give me assurance that I actually spun enough. Which I'm sure I have more than enough. So I need 442 yards for the project. Yarn spinner's tails? Yarn spinner's tail. Hello, welcome. Sorry, this is really a dignified pose. You just stopped because one of your viewers told you that I was going for the certification. I am. I'm currently completing my level 3 homework. I'll be registering for level 4. You're stirring, so you want to say, okay, nice to meet ya. No, this one I don't. Because I ended up going with a commercially prepared. So I bought commercially prepared at a yarn shop. And even with my raw fleece that I'm not sure if you saw that I was processing a raw fleece. I had been processing this raw fleece, and I don't know where this one came either, but I'm pretty sure it was Alberta. I bought it from a local person in Alberta. Ooh. I might even think about using that fleece for next year's project and just take the summer to clean it this year And then I can still count all those hours. So I might have wasted 25 hours this weekend, but I don't think it's wasted overall. Because if I use that fiber for next year, I can count those 25 hours of prep. Or whatever it ended up being. I'll have to calculate that. It took me, no, it didn't take me 40. It took me 25, but I didn't spin the last skein yet. I might not need it, so I didn't prep that. Because I was faster at it than I thought I was going to be. Normally, that 40-hour calculation was based on when I normally do 100 grams at a time, but I was only doing 83 grams at a time here. Oh, hello. Please do not break. So that difference of 20% made a difference. Okay, we're done with that. And done with that. Knot snitches. Hello? Knots and stitches. What a cute name. Okay, so we're going to measure these. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Bic, we're done spinning. Now it's knitting time. Hide my Pepsi of shame. Okay, so this one, ball 1. We are going to knit. If you do exclamation point project, it'll show you the pattern on screen. So we've got 5, 10, 18 and an 1/8. 18 and an 1/8 inch times 4. Okay. So we're doing the librarian's vest. Hello, Pyro. How are you, my friend? Are you done for the day? And this is 18 and a half times 4. Hold on. Let me just do a little shout out for my good friend Pyro, of which I love to hang out in Pyro streams. He's a very talented woodworker, and we love him, but we mostly love his dog Murphy. Oh, thanks, Droog. Yeah, Pyro found me randomly last summer, and then a week or two later I checked out his stream. I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I belong. That's 18 and an eighth. It's 4. It was all kind of lame until Bick showed up, though, but they won't admit it. Does Pyro need to have a little brain break? Oh, you just missed it, Pyro. I just put my Swift away. I wanted to show you my Swift. This is my Swift. Have I shown you my Swift before? You put your yarn around it and then it umbrellas out and it spins. You were digging through boxes looking for small pieces of hardwood? Ooh. Is it going to get Swifty-5? Hey, Droog, I know a guy who can tell you how to count all the way to Swifty-5. Okay, you did see that? Okay. No, this is the Nitty Naughty. Droog, stop that. Incorrect. Incorrect. Unless you're talking about that little cube. Yes, all the innuendo. It is a mature stream. Woodworkers and yarners unite. That's 18 and an eighth. Okay, so my shrinkage on my skeins was pretty consistent. It's an immature stream. All the naughty jokes. Okay, so we're going to do some calculation first, just to get the overall yardage of what we spun. And we should do the overall weight now that it's being wet finished. So ball 1 weighs 73.2 grams. Ball 2 weighs 74.1 grams. Ball 3, oops, and that's 73.2, 74.1, because I didn't put them in order on my page because I'm a ding dong. ball 3 is 74.6. And I would expect this to be quite a bit less. Yet it's more. Okay. I'll help you, Droog. Okay, so yardage. 18.125 times 4 equals 72.5. So that's 72.5 inches. Times 69 wraps equals, 72.5 times 69 equals, divided by 36 equals 138.95 yards. 72.5 times 87 equals, divided by 36, 175.20 yards. Oh, you should see the math that we did before. If you do exclamation point calculation, that's the math that we did. $177.2 yards. Oh, Bic, I have done so many spreadsheets. I love spreadsheets. Spreadsheet nerd. So we had to do calculations on how to obtain the single twist per inch in the spin, and then we had to do the math to figure out how many treadles to get that singles, and then we had to figure out how many treadles and what draft length to do to ply it. You can only do it once per minute, I think, Droog. That's part of the master program, though, right? It's all about being able to consistently replicate your own work and to obtain the yarn that you want. Okay, so 155 plus 177 plus 175 plus 138 equals 645. So I wanted 500 yards. I got 645. I knew I prepared more than I needed to. You spin for fun. I also do spinning for fun. I don't do everything. Well, now that I've taken level 3, I do calculate, but not every single time. This is something I spun and knit. This is merino, 100% merino, and this is cormo down here. And then I just did a little Fair Isle knit on it. Thank you. All right, now let's get the pattern out and get out our knitting needles. We're just making the smallest size pattern because this is going to live in my homework book forever. But if I like the way it looks, I might make it again for myself because this pattern is very size inclusive. So I need two sets of circular gauge size needles for body and sleeves. There's no sleeves. Actually, it's probably so that you pick up. Oh, okay, you pick up and do ribbing after. Okay. The sample was made. So we're using 5.5 millimeter for the body and 4.5 for the hem. Okay. What size circulars though? It doesn't say. Worked bottom up seamlessly in the round. After working the length of the body, the underarm stitches are bound off and the back and fronts are worked separately flat. Okay, that makes sense. The pattern uses a simple twisted stitch pattern that gives the appearance of cabling without working any cables. It does not say how long my cable should be. But I'm feeling like I need a longer cable. So let me look at what needles I've got and what cables I've got. One of these days, we're going to pull all the knitting needles out and organize the knitting needle drawer. Because it is a disaster. Okay, those are too small. I might be able to shove 128 stitches on that. I'm not sure if I can or not. Hats go on your head. Congratulations, Droog. Here's a 60-inch cord. That might be too long. I don't think I've got any circulars in there. I think that's all straight needles. That looks like a short cord too. Okay, let's do a little see here what we got. Where's my lick? I could magic loop, yes, for sure. $60 inches. This does not look like a 60-inch cable unless I put the... Maybe I put the 60-inch cable on a different project. I did for sure. But this is long enough to do 128 stitches. Yes, we'll do. That's perfect. I remember now doing that. So I need 4.5 millimeter and 5.5 millimeter. I bet you those are the ones that aren't in here. 4, 5.5. So I need to find my 4.5 millimeter needles. I bet you they're on a project in that bin. Oh, that's heavy. Ooh. Those are 5mm. Where are my 4.5s? I don't have to use likey needles for both. I could see if these are 4.5s. It's organized in that they're corralled in one spot, but like I've just got baggies of needles and then they've all fallen out. So. That's a 4, 3 3/4. That's a 4. This is a 4.5. Let's just be consistent and use those. And then these should be the 5.5s. No, that's a 5. Nope. It's not a 5.5. It's a snug 5. Okay, we're gonna have to use both. It's fine. Those are 6. What did I do with the 5.5s? Oh, they're right there. Okay. I never promised to be organized. I just promised to show up. Playing video games, probably. Last night, yes. It was impossible to get a Diet Coke at the hotel you stayed. Only Pepsi. I'm sorry? Maybe? You know what this Canadian says to that? Oop, I missed the clip. Okay, we'll reset that to 0. You keyed? You keyed? These are circular knitting needles for knitting in the round. Don't like cables that are quite that short, but I don't have to use them for too long. No, she did not. I got her into knitting recently. I wish I knew where my other likey needles are. I like them a lot better. But it's fine. Oh, that's where that went. So we're going to cast on 128. And then let's just circle. Okay, so we get to work that 0 times. Okay, that's enough for now. I doubt we'll get very, very far tonight anyway. So we're going to cast on 128 onto the smaller needles. Where's my yarn bowl? Oops, sorry. Here it is with a project in it. So my trick for knowing how many stitches to, or how much long tail to gather. 128 divided by 2 is 64. Divided by 2 is 32. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And then I'll make that 4 times as long. That's double. That's 4 times as long. Now that's probably way more than I need, but I never like to have less long tail cast on. Your calzone reeks of garlic, but is it tasty? Okay. So let's cast on 128. And I like to use stitch markers to help me keep track of my cast on so that I'm not stopping to count every 3 seconds. Where did I put my stitch markers? You're about to find out? All right. Stitch markers. Where did you go? I mean, I've got a couple in there, but where's my whole pack of them? One day, I'm going to organize so hard that y'all are not going to know what's happened. You're going to be like, who is this? What has she done with the lady who's got a disorganized craft room? Not here. More random knitting needles. Ooh, I wonder if they're in here. Ugh. I promise you at some point tonight we are going to knit. Not in there, huh? I don't need them. I just wanted them. As is with most things in my life. You're getting a crown in the morning? That's funny that you would say you're getting a crown. Look what I just found. My tiara. It's sparkly and fancy. Would you like to wear my tiara to go get your crown? Nope. Do I look like I won a beauty contest? Droog, don't answer that question. Mind you, Miss Alberta could be a cow wrangler. I know what I'll do. I'm not sure I know what vapid means. Not part of my vocabulary. Okay, so that's 20. Ah. I really like this song. It's called Sitting on a Sunset. It doesn't have ricotta. Flip the table. But it does have assagio. Nice. Do you say asiago or do you say assagio? Do you say llama or llama? You say asiago? That's another 20. Okay. Let's go back to the other one. I hear it again. When I really like a song, I put it on repeat. I say that I tie cheese that smells bad. My fingers are numb. Okay, so that's another 20. He never says that though. He says, it's true. Search your feelings. I'll search your feels. That's another 20. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80. So now we're going to do a little count, make sure that we didn't miss any. Make sure it's not twisted. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 128. Okay, and join in the round. Now when I join in the round, I always like to do one extra cast on and then slip it over to the other needle and then knit 2 together. So make sure all my knots are straight, facing the center. I'm going to cast on one more. I'm going to make sure my working yarn comes out there. I'm going to slip that one to the other side. Then I'll knit two together. So we're doing a knit one, purl two, knit two, purl two to last stitch, knit one. Okay, actually that makes a lot of sense. I've never done it that way before. Okay, so I'm going to knit two together to start with. It just gives a nice clean join. Knit two together. Now we're going to purl two. Knit two. Purl two. Okay. I don't need that on it anymore. That was purl, purl, knit, knit. How are the packas doing, Droog? I haven't checked on them lately. I've been busy. millimeter short tips. And Bewitch, what do we think? Do we like this angle for the knitting, or do we want top down? It's a good angle? Okay. Because it's not like I'm really doing a tutorial. If I were teaching it, you might want to have a little bit more, what are your fingers doing back there? Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Keys. Okay, so that was the last stitch. I'm going to put a marker in. We can all marvel at how cute is this little pouch that my girlfriend knit me or sewed me. It's got little bees on it. Everything I have has bees on it. Oh look, it's a little hexagon stitch marker. I mean, it's very cute. It's so small. Isn't it cute though? I have my special stitch markers in there. I've also got some cute little kitty cat stitch markers. Okay. I'm going to slip that on, and I feel like this tail is, this is what tail I had left, which is not an unreasonable amount of tail to have, but it is a bit annoying, so I'm going to cut it in half, and that's still enough for me to weave in. So we're going to continue with the 2x2 rib until we measure 8 centimeters. So I have centimeters on this side. Perfect. Not quite 3 inches. Oh, no, wrong way. 8 centimeters is just a little over 3 inches. What is that ruler called, you need one? It's called a needle gauge. So this is the base ribbing that goes around the waist. So we've completed one row. Liamokur. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. That's a pearl. We need another pearl. How are you? Tell me about your stream. What did you get up to? Let's see. I need to put my keyboard closer. You were doing makers and crafting. Tell me what you were up to. You were working on a shawl. It's multicolored and you made it to the next color. Ooh. You also made banana bread. I've heard a couple people making banana bread today and it sounds delicious. Hot tip, if any of it gets stale, make French toast with it. Bewitch, I did not make cookies today. Instead, I had a bath. But I think I deserved it. We've been working very hard the last few days. In the last 2 days, we spun all this yarn. Well, I'm not hating it. Thank you. These lovely friends were with me while I did all that spinning. It's hard to believe I'm sitting still. Oopsies. Right? It's bonding. It's bonding. We've bonded. And I want you to make me chicken salad wrap because it sounds so good. Ooh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Boyfriend was impressed? Aw. That's what happens when you've had some trauma. Made taco salad for dinner. That is one of my all-time favorite foods. I could eat taco salad every single day. I love this lo-fi Star Wars. I don't know how it's DMCA free, but it is. You just sampled the banana bread and it's pretty good? Awesome. So we've got 2 rows here, did a centimeter. So we're looking at about 16 rows. Me too. Chapstick time. Thank you. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to do separate redemptions for the kitty ears, because someone did a redeem earlier and they didn't tell me which ones they wanted. So I'm just going to quickly change that. And then we're going to do one more. All right, there we go. That'll do. Thank you for the chapstick read. It looks okay. I was worried that the inconsistencies that I was seeing and feeling were going to be very evident, but so far it looks okay. This is the waist part. It's clearly not my size. Hi, Pyro. I'm knitting this in the smallest size because it's going to live in my workbook forever. I don't want a big bulky vest in there. However, I do have a friend who is very, very small, so I'm going to get her to model it for me. No, it would. It's very crammed together. Like, this is going to stretch way out. This will be 31 inches around, but that's with a 2-inch positive. 29 inches around will be the chest. How are you? Anything about your day stand out that was positive? Yeah? Can you put your feet up now? Good, I'm glad. I was a little bit worried. Good. In your dad chair, do you have your own dad chair? That's dad's chair. Get out. Good. Good to have a spot that's your own. So we ended up with, we wanted 500 yards. We did all that math. We ended up with 645 yards. Oh, my mummy is texting me. Hold on. What? She had some alcohol-free wine today, and she bought some alcohol-free gin. Mother, why waste your money on alcohol-free gin? Funny lady. I love her. You're crocheting a doily and the edges are curling? Uh-oh. Do you think it'll block out? That's disappointing. Can you switch to a larger hook? No, that won't work. Not if you're in the round. You've never blocked anything? Blocking covers a multitude of sins. You just went through your stash, had an epiphany that you might actually have 2 wing nuts and used them to make a gumball machine. But I think I used them all. Oh, you went up, Alex says. Thank you for the lurk. Speaking of, is there anything in your kitchen you could steal a wing nut off of? Just until Saturday. Okay. If not, is there anything else that you can make that you... Oh, you're going to pop out tomorrow? Okay, I was going to say, is there anything else you can do crafty to distract you from not having wing nuts? You started doing a jack-o'-lantern face on a small 3-inch hoop, but it was wonky. Must snip it and start over. All right. Oh, hey, Zared. For sure. Hi. Oh, thank you for shouting out Pyro. Just kills you. It's 2 measly wing nuts, and I have none. And why do I have none? Because I was practicing minimalism. Ah. There was a bit that was super chunky comparatively, and you can't tell. I was worried that my inconsistencies were going to show really bad, but they don't. I am a little concerned that it's still a bit coarse, but it's feeling less coarse as it's knitting up, which is delightful. Oh, what time is it? I need to take my pills. They look good, don't they, Zared? These pills smell so bad. Ugh. No, that was somebody else made this for me. Somebody else made this one for me. But mine are just right here, in case anybody wants to see the bags that I sew. Ooh, these are the ones that I make. And they're cute little honeycomb inside. I say Mrs. Beekeeper Designs on them. I still have to finish the other 3 that I started when I was doing the 6. But that'll come. One thing at a time, lady. You can't do all the things. And after I'm done knitting, I have a very special card I want to make for a friend. So that one was too skinny, and you can't tell. Nice. Yeah, when I block this, it's going to look really good, I think. It's just about the texture. I think she's going to have a problem with the texture. There's hemp fibers sticking out. Blech. That was a knit, pearl. What'd you have for dinner tonight, Zared? Happy Thursday, by the way. Tomorrow's Friday, TGIF. Have they already said stay home tomorrow, or do you have to go into the office? Friday, baby. Tonight is the night that Laura Palmer dies. It is. Are you going to watch Fire Walk with me? I should message my best friend right now and ask her if she's going to watch it, and she's going to think that I'm so clever and remembering the thing that she loves. Thank you so much. She's going to be like, well, how did you remember? I actually kind of did remember last month, but I would have forgot today. So that's pearl, pearl, knit. That's 4 rows completed, which should be 2 centimeters. And it is. Oh. No, she's not going to. How long have I been knitting? I learned how to knit when I was 8, but promptly forgot. I started knitting again maybe a dozen years ago, just before I started spinning. I've been crocheting since I was 14, very consistently. But knitting is, I love knitting. I hardly crochet anymore. You taught yourself 12 years ago? Nice. Oh, yeah. She's not watching it tonight. She's depressed and it would make her too sad. And I understand why. A friend of hers died last year and they were Twin Peaks friends. So that would be hard. You're interested in learning to knit, but you're intimidated by it. I was also, and I thought, what's the scariest thing I could think of to knit? Socks. So I was like, the first project I'm going to do is socks. And I went on to YouTube to verypinknits.com and I followed along, and I would just pause her video and knit until I would catch up, and then pause and then knit. And I made a pair of socks just by watching her tutorials. She's very, very, very good at teaching. Oh, I love Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. I've always been like, wouldn't it be fun to go on one of his Crochet Crowd cruises? That would be so fun. A cruise is kind of like my dream vacation, which I don't know why. I'm scared of the ocean. But I really want to go on a cruise. And a crochet cruise? That sounds delightful. I just want to go on a cruise and sit in the sea breeze, drinking a drink and knitting. He's in Australia right now. Oh, okay. Mountain air, sea breeze. I do love mountain air, but sea breeze isn't something that I get. So it's something I want. You always want what you can't have. Right, Kyle? Right, Kyle? How are you doing, friend? We finished all the knitting. No, we didn't. We just started the knitting. We finished all the spinning. It's a Kyle. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you'll find you get what you need. Oh. Looks like the coast is... Oh, gross. Gonna get a bunch of snow, too. So I might have to wait a week to make my trip. Them's stone lyrics. You've been found out, Kyle. You've been found out. That's okay. Soundworks was typing a spinning song into chat last night, and it was amazing. And then he's like, yeah, it was the chat GPT AI bot wrote it. You saw her today at the reception. Who's her? Oh. I clearly don't know the song. I'm terrible with song lyrics. Oh, dang, we've been knitting, yeah. I just said your name, Soundworks. Did I wake you up? You've been out drinking. Ooh. I hope you're feeling good. I hope somebody's going to celebrate with me and have drinks when I finish my project. I know I can usually count on Zared. We might make that a Discord thing. Who knows? We might do it on Twitch. It was a hella day at work and you had an opportunity to have beers with your old boss. Nice. That'll do, Pyro. Excellent. Thank you, Mrs. Keys. I feel like you're all part of my homework project now. In Soundworks, I kind of do want to do a redeem to put people's names on my spinning wheel. Because that's pretty fun. But only if Pyro's okay sharing that idea. Because that's his shop idea. Okay, thank you. I don't want to be like, I'm copying you, but I'm copying you. His words, I don't have a wheel. Oh dear. Apparently I hit the microphone thing again and we've typed a whole big thing to my best friend. So we're just gonna highlight the whole thing and delete it. All right. Elbow chats are the best. Dinner is on the counter covered with tin foil. Okay. If we get hungry enough, we can go grab some food and have a little mukbang moment. I suppose I should say thank you. Instead of just leaving him red.